We are live.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to podcast number 8 of Metabreakers. We have a special guest today named KrisOFive.
How's it going, dude?
He's right here. Right. There
Other
we
way.
go.
Other way. He's that way.
But welcome back, everyone, for your Sunday entertainment. D-Money had his first subathon this week. How was that, dude?
Hold on. I'm a gentleman.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody's
Oh,
mother.
shit.
Oh, man. Called out.
Before I get into it, hope everybody's mom is doing well. I live with my parents. I think I'm the only one here that lives with my parents. So first thing I did was go downstairs and hug my mom and give her a nice kiss on the cheek and say Happy Mother's Day. So.
You literally just did that 30 seconds ago. We saw you.
Okay, well, you were supposed to say.
He's not lying. We just watched this happen. So
yeah, but I had my first subathon, the other day, and it was pretty crazy. So a subathon is where you start. I started the stream with 6 hours on the timer, and then whenever somebody subscribes, it adds 5 minutes. Whenever somebody donates or drops bits, it adds more time on there, and I don't stop until the timer reaches 0. And there's also goals throughout the subathon. So if we reach like 50 subs, I was doing something, 75 subs. And one of the big ones that we did hit, the biggest one that we hit was 150 subs for me to eat cat food, a spoonful of cat food, wet cat food, live on stream. And that was not the most fun part for me, but
what does it taste like? Like, how would you describe it?
Yeah, so the cat food that I ate was chicken recipe, but it did not taste like chicken at all. It actually tasted like tuna. It wasn't like the taste actually wasn't that bad at all, honestly. Like it tasted like regular tuna, but the texture was just disgusting. Like it was honestly the most disgusting texture ever. And I'm like a big texture person when it comes to food. And there's like little pieces, little chunks of something in there. Somebody in my chat said it might be like bone marrow or something. Yeah, it was not good. But
I trust you on that one.
Yeah,
that's
and
not going to make it taste better. Oh, it's bone marrow. Oh, that's got to be okay. Delicious.
Like honestly, the taste was not too bad, but then afterwards, for the rest of the stream, every time I burped, I would be tasting that cat food. It was horrible. Ooh. Yeah, that made it probably the worst. Yeah, but still very excited about reaching that milestone for the stream. After I ate the cat food, I felt like so good that it was over with. It was like when you take a test. It was like if you have like an important test in school, and after you take it, you feel so good. That's how it felt for me. I was like, oh my god, finally, I can relax. But
did it affect your body in any way afterwards? Did it all seem to just work out, or did we have some very bad things happen afterwards as well, along with eating it?
Great.
No, my body felt fine. Honestly, it was just that.
We all know what he's talking about. He's not. We all know what he means.
I mean, sometimes it's hot lava, sometimes it's A-okay. It all really depends on how eaten. But apparently, D-Money is accustomed to eating cat food. His body's just acclimated for it, so that's good. Glad to hear.
Yeah, literally just a spoonful. But yeah, I had like that spoon was full. Let me tell you.
Oh. Oh man, I really wanted to see you hit the your top sub goal, because that would have been interesting to watch, which was concede every game until we can't concede anymore in Legend. So that would have been a really great census test to see how many people were in there, and
that would have been heartbreaking, considering I was playing the whole entire stream basically. But yeah, after we hit the 150, I think everybody was like trying to push to that 150, and like people were like staying up late to watch me get to that point. And after we hit the 150, then everyone just completely stopped giving subs, but it's okay.
Yeah, we reached the goal. All right, boys, we're outie.
Yeah,
he ate the cat food. We can peace. Close wallets.
But it was a great experience overall, and I think everybody should do it. And I'm excited for my next subathon. I don't know when it'll be, but I'll have to come up with some even crazier goals for it. But yeah, we had a lot of there was the cat food, I played with an e-girl on that egirl.gg website. I paid $5 for 5 Hearthstone games with this one girl from Sweden, and she actually trolled the hell out of me. I'm gonna be posting that on my YouTube. It was a lot of fun. I had a Q&A with my mom on stream for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. What else did I do? I played a horror game. Played Outlast 2.
Dude, I can't I wish I could have watched more of you doing that just because that game is pretty crazy. But I played through the original Outlast like in the dark one time when it was an experience, man. Have you guys played horror games?
Not much.
No.
I had to put
crazy.
the lights off to be at the full experience. I've played the first Outlast a little bit, and that one was. I think the first Outlast was actually scarier thus far. I mean, I've only played a bit of Outlast 2, but I played for 2 hours on stream, and afterwards, what was that?
I guess the closest to a horror game I've ever played was the Telltale game, The Walking Dead series. I guess that can be considered some sort of horror game, even though it's more of a storytelling game.
So like a
Yeah.
novel kind of thing.
Pretty
Yeah.
intense. Definitely worth a try if you haven't.
I think I always remember that's insane about Outlast and horror games in general is the scene in the first one where it cuts off all your character's fingers, and then like you start getting chased. So then your character grabs this gate with his like nubs, and it's super graphic, and your controller's vibrating, and it's like press A as fast as possible, press A and you watch your character like slowly like try to grip the gate with his it's insane. Absolutely
Oh my
a ridiculous
God, that
experience.
sounds miserable. I would die. Holy
Yeah.
shit, that sounds so like. Oh God, no.
if you have like headphones on, it has like realistic sounds of like chainsaws hitting like barbed wires and stuff, and like your headphones like going crazy and stuff as you're running, and it's just.
I'd have a
insane.
heart attack on stream. Heart attack, full blown heart
crazy.
attack. I'd just be on the floor, just like seizing up. Holy shit.
It's crazy.
I guess there's your Sabaton
Watch
last year.
Warshack die live. Come on down.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of horror games at all. My stomach was so when I started playing Outlast 2 on stream, it was also time for me to eat dinner. My mom had made ziti, and I had a huge plate of ziti. So I was like very, very full playing this scary game, and by the end of it, my stomach like I felt like I was gonna throw up. I don't know. I think it was a combination of a few things. Maybe I was also like a little motion sick or something.
Imagine if
Like
you had
turning
the
the
cat
camera.
food before that, though.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I honestly was more nauseous from that than the cat food.
Very strategic to put cat food after the horror game. D-Money.
He put thought in that. He
Yes.
did.
Well thought out.
Yeah, but it was crazy times. It was one of the most fun streams I've ever done. So yeah.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad it worked out well. I know a few other people on Twitch that have done subathons. Like Dexter stands out. His shit was crazy as well. He got like a tattoo off of his and stuff. Like he actually tattooed his body from his subathon, which I think is crazy. But his was hype as well. So I'm glad it worked out.
Thank you.
To be
I
fair,
want to
he
do a
probably
tattoo.
wanted that tattoo, didn't he?
Yeah. That's the thing. If I do want a tattoo, so next time I'll probably do that as one of my goals.
Oh shit! Oh my god, that'd be crazy.
Love it.
Yeah. So Chris, we didn't like really dive into you as our guest. So give us a little bit of information about you, man. Like how long you've been playing Hearthstone, your highest rank. Do you hit Legendary season? Just let Chad know a little bit about you. And again, thanks for being on here and being a part of today's podcast. What's up with Chris?
For inviting me, dudes. Yeah, I've been playing for like 3.5 years, something like that. 2016 October, I guess I started. Started my master's degree at university. Didn't really have time anymore to play on computer games and stuff like that. So yeah, saw Hearthstone in the Google Play Store. I was like, yeah, sure, I have time in classes. Why not? And ever since, pretty hooked. Reached rank 5 like on my second month. took me a lot longer to reach Legend though, like more than a year, I guess. Even started my YouTube before I had reached Legend. I was like, damn, can't I hit Legend once so I can at least use my freaking card back on videos? But yeah, ever since you hit it once, you just can't stop hitting that, you know? Can't stop tapping that. Yeah. Like, I literally remember myself saying, yeah, I just want the card back. After that, I'm not even gonna try hard. Yeah, nah, it doesn't work like that, dude. You just keep on pushing. And it's easier each month too. So yeah, what else?
Well, you'll fit right in with these legendary gamers we got here.
Oh yeah.
What's your workout routine? Look at those. He's got the pump it up shirt on. You know, like what is
Oh
that?
shit! What is going on?
Workout?
No,
I think Draco said it pretty well last time we hosted a tournament. I look like a guy who used to work out.
Shit, man. You're gonna make me sound like real
what
bad
the
right
heck?
there. I meant it in a good way.
That was
not
word
a bad
for
way.
word. Nah, I felt you meant it in a good way, but yeah, definitely looks like I'm a guy who used to work out. Damn quarantine.
I thought I was hitting it on the nose, but
yeah.
I guess it could sound like I was coming sideways at him. So
do you ever like pump the iron like when you lose in Hearthstone? It's like
I don't really have iron near me to pump, so you know.
But if
What
you
about
did.
copper? Steel works.
I don't know. No, not really. Don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with you in Hearthstone. I don't know.
Oh, for sure.
If I was fighting against you in a land tourney, like I don't know, I would not want to top deck you. You know, just
yeah, that is something you don't want to do to me. By the way, any particular reason I'm so zoomed in on the camera? Seems like I'm awkwardly bigger than everyone.
I think you look great.
Yeah, I think you're. I mean, I can try to size you here a little bit better, but
yeah, I mean, no worries. Just a thought. I'm conscious about my head size.
I think you look wonderful. We're sporting like almost the same haircut too. You know, me and Chris. Yeah, we planned it for the podcast.
For generic males, right there.
Sure.
We've been talking that we're basically different versions of each other. Draco has Warshack's hair. I have D-Money's beard. Actually, me and D-Money, we're basically the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Draco and Warshack that make the transition with the beard and long hairstyle, you know?
Oh man.
Yeah. All right.
So you guys want to talk about the meta?
No.
About the what?
The meta.
What is this meta you speak of?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
That was a good
Does this look
transition.
exactly the same as last week's? I
Pretty
gotta
much.
double check.
I mean, it's again 4 classes above 50.
That's
I think
that
last
kinda
week was
burned into
3.
Nah, it was 4. I mean, I'm the one who watched it most recently, so I must know, right?
That's probably true.
Yeah, I think it was these same 4 classes. Anybody else want to go first? I'll pick you back.
I played Demon Hunter this week, and I hit Legend
No.
with Standard and Wild Demon Hunter, and I basically had fun refining a list to defeat Warriors with Demon Hunter because I was bent on beating it despite whatever I was facing with Demon Hunter. And I just learned that using the Priestess of Fury builds against Warrior is actually the problem. You kind of want to drift out of that. So, and Mana Burns just destroy Mage. There's
Did
like
I accidentally feature maybe your list on my video?
you might have.
Did you actually check it out? Because
I
you were
got
the
to.
one that kind of leaned me towards that list with the beaming sidekicks, because they do make a lot of sense. And also cutting the Furies because of that exact matchup with the Warrior, it really does make a lot of sense. And it's actually doing pretty well on top 1000 Legend right now.
Yeah, I don't like the Priestess anymore. That was fun, but yes, I've been
Yeah.
playing Demon Hunter. That's no news. But what about you,
Yeah.
Dan?
Well, you know, you're saying mana burn, you love it and all that, you know, against mage, and you know, I've been playing a lot of mage, and every time a demon hunter plays mana burn against me, I just get to not play the game, which is a lot of fun. I love it. So keep it up. And But I've been trying to just switch around. I've been playing a lot of Highlander Rogue. It's really good. Highlander Rogue, Highlander Mage. Everything else is just not that interesting to me. I might fool around with some Highlander Hunter or something, but I don't know. Just like I see that I don't know if you guys saw that No Hands Gamer made another new list. He made a Quest Warlock that's doing pretty well right now.
Yeah.
I saw that.
So that's why I saw so many of those.
Yep. He's been sporting that on his stream, and it's inspiring that he's making new decks. Like I did make like a nice Highlander Galakron Shaman, but now it's not doing that great in the meta. So I might try to make something new right now. I like No Hands Gamer adding like creativity to the meta. So I kind of want to see what else I can do as well. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Nice.
Rob, what have you been playing?
Yeah, so we recently went from Bronze 10 to Legend with budget decks, as the stream knows, most of the stream knows. So I basically did no legendaries, no adventure cards, max of 2 epics. We played a variety of different, obviously, classes. We tried just about everything. And yeah, so we just hit Legend, so now we can truly play awful decks. So yesterday we tried a Highlander Quest Hunter. Basically what I learned from that was Highlander Hunter is just amazingly powerful. Like the deck just is insane, and then the quest, like by the time the quest is completed, your opponent's dead. So there is no need for the quest in the Highlander Hunter. So Highlander Hunter D-Money, if you're gonna give that a shot, the deck's absolutely just nutty. With the little dragon package in there. I mean, it's just stupid powerful. Then we played Quest Hunter with 9 lives with Zixor, because then when you get the Zixor, you can hero power with the upgraded hero power to give them all +2 attack, which is pretty fun. And then you 9 lives to shuffle in another Zixor and get another Prime, so you just keep playing Primes and questing, and that's really fun.
That does sound fun.
But yeah, for like the meta, I mean, you're basically queuing into Demon Hunter, Warrior, Rogue. That's basically it. And then a sprinkle, possibly just a sprinkle of Mage and Priest, but all the other classes are non-existent. I don't see Paladins, I don't see Shamans, I don't see Warlocks. They're just not there.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there's actually a lot of Warlocks. Even on the tournament we casted again. God, I'm talking about this tournament so much.
Yeah. I haven't seen Warlocks actually lately.
Warlocks, they're kind of dominant now with the discard version. It's actually doing well.
That Zoo list.
Yeah, there's a lot of people playing Zoo, a lot of people playing the Quest now.
That's relatively new.
Yes, but there's still a lot of people playing Zoo. I think it's just good when you high roll, but if you don't draw the scrap imps, I feel like the deck is just awful. That's my opinion on that.
But it's actually surprising. Sometimes it comes back from seemingly impossible situations. Like they do have some turn back potential.
The deck's
we're
nuts.
definitely surprised how it got back on the board on one of those games. So yeah,
the 3/8 Magic Carpet destroys my life, man. Like when that comes out, like, dude, like how do I remove that? It just doesn't happen. Like
that's Hanara on steroids, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if like looking at my deck tracker every single day, it's like 28% Demon Hunter, 28% Rogue, 28% Warrior, and then like every other class is like 4%, 8%. And somebody said that's how it always is, but I don't think it's always like that. That seems a little too drastic. It's just like it starts to get very, very boring. But that's why I like that's even more of a reason to make my own kind of deck and just.
I'm actually curious. See that now.
You're looking at your own stats.
Yeah. I'm pulling them up real quick.
What have you been playing, Chris?
I'm a traditionalist. Been sticking to basically all sorts of Galakron rogues. Yeah, I know not many fans of that nowadays, but I really think it's a very cool deck with a lot of potential to go in all sorts of directions. A lot of different things tend to happen with it. And also, I'm kind of a what? How's that work? Person that enjoys hurting himself.
Masochist. Yes.
That is a weird word to pronounce. Either way, yeah, maybe that's what I am, because it seems like Galakron and the Wand always tend to give me those backstabs, you know? So it's so fun getting that 0 mana backstab every time. But yeah, definitely been enjoying the secret variant with a couple of Spy Mistresses in there. Really think it curves out the deck very nicely for your Galakron game plan. And
yeah, you were talking about how you were hating on Hanar before.
not really hating, just being honest with the card. Rogue didn't really need something as broken as a 2 mana 1/5. I mean, that as a minion alone is good enough. It even has a crazy effect.
So you're using it to spread awareness. Okay, I see.
Kinda
Alright.
like when something's broken, I'm not gonna pretend it's not. Like
That's why I play Demon Hunter. I just want people to know it's good.
Yeah, there you go.
Public service announcements.
Yeah.
The Hanar's
But-
ultimate value, though. I mean, it's just every turn, because you're going to automatically get a Paladin or a Hunter Secret or whatever, which is going to help keep it alive with, like, Never Surrender and Redemption and all that shit. So, I mean, it's just... They coin that guy out, and they have the secret on, too. I mean, how do you win?
Can be a bait though. Like more
Yeah.
often than not, you will probably be having a better use of your mana than generating a bunch of secrets. As high value as that is, it's actually a pretty slow turn that sometimes doesn't pay off. Basically, you waste a whole turn building a Christmas tree, which your opponent tests out with a freaking 1/1 that triggers 3 out of 4 secrets in one go.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I've been playing a decent amount of Highlander Rogue recently, and of course there's less secrets to interact with the Hanar, so you get it off less. But like if I'm playing against Demon Hunter and I just need like to soak up some damage, I mean it's basically it has taunt. Like whether I have a secret in my hand or not, they have to kill
For
it.
sure.
So
I've actually
it's another advantage to it. Yeah.
I had a game where a Demon Hunter used both Twin Slices and a hero power to freaking kill my Hanar. And I didn't even have a secret in hand. I just threw it there. I don't care.
Oh man, that is going way too all in right there.
Yeah.
That's scary. Interesting. Yeah, man. What was the other thing we were talking about last week? Was whether we think Warrior deserved to be nerfed. That came up.
Are you trying to segment into the next?
I guess so. I was just thinking about it too because I was looking at the Warrior list.
Okay. Yeah, so this is an interesting discussion here. So, not just everybody, not everybody is saying that Warrior needs a nerf. There's a specific demographic that is requesting a nerf for Warrior, and
Oh man.
I'm just saying that it seems like all the Demon Hunter players are just
Flash Rogue players. Because it's kind of targeting rogues too.
I haven't
Not
seen
as
it much
hard.
from the rogue side, but
it's
it
still
seems
annoying for Rogue.
It is. It's.
I mean,
it
it's
can go
annoying
either way.
overall, yes, but it seems like it's only a big issue to Demon Hunter players because it counters them. But prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, please.
Oh my god, look at Chad right now.
I see.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean that's a typical thing in Hearthstone, right? It's just whatever deck counters you, you're gonna rage about, and you're gonna be like, oh well. I don't know if you take it so far to say that it needs a nerf, but you're going to get upset about whatever your hard counter is. I mean, I play control decks. I hate aggro decks. I mean, it's just a common theme. But yeah, what do you guys think? What's your take on the Warrior here?
I
I
mean,
think it's
for
fair,
me,
but
oh.
yeah.
Pretty.
sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Rob.
Well, I thought we were going down the line, so I was
That's
like, all
how
right,
we
I'm
Oh,
next
really?
here.
I ruined
Is
it.
that,
So.
is that what we were doing? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we subconsciously do it, so it's just like D-Money
Yeah.
goes, and then Rob will go, and then Draco will go. But so for me, the Warrior, it really is only targeting like 1 or 2 decks, and it's fairly hard to pilot. And a lot of people, like, as powerful as like Risky Skipper is with the the brute. I don't know his full name, but the 7 mana, 6/8 with rush.
Brute,
Yeah. I mean, it's not the easiest deck to pilot, in my opinion. Like, there's a significant difference between a average warrior egg player and the high caliber ones. I think Draco had mentioned that in the tournament that you guys were casting, that one guy had piloted the deck very well, and you guys noticed the difference, and how he piloted it and what it looked like at full yeet mode versus not so yeet mode into played by a casual person. Not to say that 0 mana 6/8 rushes are cool. I mean, I don't like discounting cards to 0 mana, but I do think that there's it kind of gives me the Grim Patron vibe a lot.
So
Yeah.
you don't think it needs a nerf?
I think we'll have to keep looking at it.
I think the card that's like the real catalyst is the Risky Skipper, but I think if you touch the Risky Skipper in any subtle way of a nerf or something, then it potentially destroys the entire deck, which which is a little bit much. Like, I feel like if you were to reduce Risky Skipper's health to 2 or make it cost 2 mana, the whole warrior thing would probably it would be so much worse that it would be a giant domino effect of what it would do. And it's hard to even imagine, because less people are going to play that deck, which means more demon hunters, which means less mages. But it just turns into this it's huge thing. It's hard to touch that card, I feel. But
so yes, since it's hard to touch that card, I know they just added the pirate tag to it recently, but does removing the pirate tag make it better? I think that would make it more fair. Honestly, I don't think they have to change any stats. I think just removing that pirate tag so they can't get it off Ankar would make it a more enjoyable experience.
That's a very subtle nerf. I kind of like that concept, just getting rid of the tutor. But
I'd rather have it on 2 health, to be honest. Like, not
well,
getting
yes,
the pirate
it's
tag.
less,
I mean,
it's less of a nerf, right? Wait, you're saying that 2 health is more of is less of a nerf?
I mean, compared like this, is a Risky Skipper with 2 ticks worse than a no Risky Skipper at all? I mean, if you don't have you have like three ways to actually draw that Risky Skipper with both caches and Ankar to start really cycling. So if you remove the pirate tag, that's like 60% less chance to get the Risky Skipper at all.
We'll just draw it.
I don't know. Oh, we will?
Well, what about...
We're gonna start half the mulliganing for it? That was...
yeah.
That was
it would change the dynamic of the deck. Yeah.
Indeed.
It's just an interesting thing that I'm thinking of, that instead of actually changing anything about the stats or anything. Yeah.
They
Sky
gotta
Raider.
have to change the art too, though. So there's that.
Yeah, I think if you did get rid of pirate, now that I'm thinking about it, the fact that Ankar wouldn't tutor the skipper would probably break the deck too.
Yes,
too much.
that would.
Yeah.
They wouldn't play Ankar anymore.
Yeah,
they wouldn't.
Then you don't
there'd
play
be
the
no
other
reason.
one drop.
Exactly. Then the whole pirate thing is gone.
Yeah, maybe they're gonna take that draw 1 mana cost card. What was that card? Can't even remember. I'm such a bad out of the box thinker. I never really created decks of my own. I'm so bad at that. I had to get that out of the way.
All right, good. Glad we covered that.
It's fine.
I think
somebody's got to copy
increasing its
pasta.
mana cost would maybe not destroy the deck by 1. Like if it costs 2, a 2 mana 1/3.
Kinda.
What about if it's a 2 mana 1/4?
Oh no!
That's a buff.
No.
That's a buff.
Is that a buff?
That is a buff.
I don't think we're gonna get dust back out of that.
I was just throwing it out there as an idea. I don't know.
No,
that does sound
put that
horrible.
shit back. Put
How
that
about
shit
2
back.
mana 1/5? I don't know.
I'm crazy.
Yeah,
All right.
2 mana 1/5 I can get behind. Yes.
I didn't think it all the way through before I said it, guys. All right.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
But you definitely seemed very strongly opinionated about the deck last week, saying that it doesn't really need a nerf. But in hindsight, right now it really is a freaking meta breaker.
It's pretty insane.
But I mean, that's the whole thing. Like it's breaking demon hunters down pretty much. Like that's the main target for it. So against
That-
any other.
We're seeing the rise of Galakrond Priest, don't you think? Like that is another target at the next big thing. Seems like it.
I mean, there's also the discussion of like, is Priest even a counter for Demon Hunter?
Now that
No.
you said it doesn't really feel like it. It's
Not
very
in standard.
awkward. It's a counter to subpar warriors, but good warriors, I think they're manhandling priests pretty well, actually.
Yeah, so then the game kind of turns into like a game of rock paper scissors, right? So it's like I'm queuing up with Priest and I need to find Warrior. Oh no, I found Demon Hunter. I'm queuing up with Warrior because I want to
Yeah.
find Demon Hunter. I queued up against Priest. Well, I'm screwed. Yeah. So that's kind of how the meta feels ish.
So just play Face Hunter.
Yeah, there you go.
The Face Hunter with the boars is doing pretty well. Like the ones
That's
that
what I hit
you
Legend with.
Did you?
Why
Okay.
are there so many pigs?
Those things are crazy. That deck
One mana
is
4/4
nuts.
charge. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you always think you're gonna run out of situations in which Stone Tusk Boar is used in a way that's just not meant to be used as, and suddenly people start playing 1 mana 4/4 charges into your face in Hunter again. So I it's so Hearthstone. I kind of like the deck. Honestly.
I mean, honestly, Face Hunter is less face than Demon Hunter. Like, let's
Oh,
just
yeah.
be real. Yeah.
Yeah, something's wrong with Hearthstone when that happens.
Yeah. I
That's
like.
not
I thought
supposed to happen.
I thought I had a least favorite deck, like a most hated deck, but now it's changed. Like I've always hated Face Hunter. That's always been like the bane of my existence.
Really?
And I was like so excited for Blizzard to add a new class, and then Demon Hunter. Oh my god, it has Hunter in the name. And then they start revealing the cards, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not good for my sanity.
The Demon Hunter. D-Money just shivers.
The Demony
They said
Hunter.
Hunter.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Dude, I really don't mind the Demon Hunter at all. I would rather play against a Demon Hunter all day than play against a fucking Priest. I hate Priest. Every time I play Priest on stream, I guarantee you, every queue into Priest is, man, I really don't want to play Priest right now. That is I say it every single time I queue into one. It is so bad. Oh,
I kind of honestly feel I've noticed this every time I queue into anything. I'm like, oh no, it's this. And after that, oh no, it's that. I honestly feel like I don't even have a favorite matchup anymore. It feels so wrong. I don't know. But
Yeah.
Warshack, you were pretty
Oh, shit, it's a
fascinated by the
class.
Priest, weren't you? Seemed like you were enjoying it not too long ago.
yeah, the Priest is fun to play as sometimes, but like playing against a Quest Resurrect Priest,
Oh,
like that is
that
the
right there.
worst. But the Thief Priest that runs like the Vile Weaver and like all the targetable spells, and they don't run the like no, there's no quest, there's no defender, there's none of that. You know what I mean? It's all just thought steals and the Vile Weaver stuff and the buff cards. You know, that to me is fun because it's not, you know, I don't know, it's not taunting up playing one minion and then that's it, your whole turn. You play one minion, that's your whole
Yeah.
turn. I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those decks that it's fun to play as, but it's not that fun to play against.
Yep.
Where they steal your
Took
best
a-
cards, and they generate just infinite Morazons, and yeah, it's
Okay, so we took a shot at Demon Hunter, check. Took a shot at Warrior, check. Also Priest. Let's talk about freaking Highlander Hunter, dude. Highlander Mage, actually, I wanted to say.
Highlander Mage. Okay, what you got for me?
Uh,
Your deck is
Puzzle
cheap.
box, dude. Why is that
Yeah.
card there? Why is
Okay,
that
it's
card on
cheap.
standard?
Oh, let me explain, Chris. Let me explain. Thank you for asking. So Blizzard has released all these like very omega powerful cards, like the whole Demon Hunter class and like the Warrior cards that we got going on right now that that people are complaining about. So in order to combat that, they've given Mage a bunch of cards that have random effects because that's the only way to beat that is with random crap that you get from a box or a Solarian Prime. It balances the game out. Honestly, come on. What are you talking
Balances, you say?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
How
That
else are
seems
they gonna
like a
deal with?
freaking tavern brawl mode kind of thing. Like,
It's the
how,
Puzzle
only,
why
box
is
of
that
content.
winning? Why is that winning games? Why is that deciding tournaments? That is just wrong.
it's the only
Like-
way to deal with the bullshit. With more bullshit. And
I think it's hilarious that we watch like an esport game that one of the class is a hero power that's like cast a random spell at the start of your turn. So like all of a sudden, like that random element just makes or breaks entire like games that people are investing careers and their lives into.
Exactly.
It's so funny. It's
remember
so
when
ridiculous.
Remember when they removed Yaxel for that reason? Oh, here's
Yep.
something on steroids. Yeah, we already forgot about that. Here's something new, something fresh.
I mean, they removed Leroy and they made Kane, so I mean.
yeah, exactly. Even costs less.
Kane's got a
I see
better
the
bod
chat-
too.
I see the chat is mad at Rogue as well. I'm totally behind that. I'm not saying Rogue is balanced.
Yeah, each of the
it's-
top classes has like their own bullshit, you know.
Exactly, and I think that's not a great state for the game. Like a lot of times you feel cheated. You either feel cheated, or you feel dirty that you won the way you did. Like
Yes.
even yesterday on the tournament, the dude played a fully invoked Galakrond, top deck Skrunks, and 2 Abysses. Yeah, enjoy. 14 damage plus the weapon, 19 damage out of nowhere. Some pretty insane RNG Fiesta stuff. And I don't know how can Hearthstone get back to the not so RNG, you know?
Yeah, especially
mean-
right after a rotation too.
Exactly.
Looking at like Hunter and Druid, there's almost no RNG in those classes. That's pretty fair, right?
Yeah, other than like discover effects, right?
Yeah, but like that's very low impact comparative to play a box, get 10 random cards.
Yeah. But maybe
like we're
that's
talking
also why
like
they're weaker. I guess, and overall, you know, I mean, I don't know. Like Hunter isn't weak, but like once you get to the late game period of the game, I would consider Hunter a weak class, considering the strength of Hunter is more in its early aggression and development, as a class. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's I think the randomness is really strong as like an entity, because it can literally just end your opponent at like any situation or flip the game upside down, and that's ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know. I think you have a point, Rob.
yeah, like if you look at the bottom classes, there's almost no big RNG swings that the decks have. Shaman, there's nothing that a Shaman kit could have that's gonna
Nothing.
swing the board.
Just
They don't have any.
Evolve? Hello.
Evolve was totally RNG Fiesta back when that was a thing. Like, so
Yeah,
we
Thrall.
can't forget about
It's
that.
still a thing,
Like
right?
Doppelganger.
But it's not. There's not as many cards to pop off with it. Yeah. Or
Yeah,
it's
and then
just
Paladin-
That's the problem, because they kind of made the pool of evolving minions. There's a lot of bad battle cry 1/1s nowadays and random stuff like that, isn't it? Isn't there?
Yeah.
The way that evolve is right now, it's like it's either you evolve into an 8/8 or you evolve into like a 3/3. It's just
Something
like
that.
there's so much luck in like every aspect of Hearthstone. It's like there's even if you play perfectly, it's so hard to say that you deserve the win. I don't know. It's just like it's so
Yeah.
hard to get a win if you play perfectly at the time.
Well,
Which-
for the evolve, like naturally, when it was good, there was a lot of like very high statted vanilla minions in the game. Now most of the minions that are like that we're playing with, they all have battle cries, and the minion stats are actually lackluster. So
Yeah.
you're like you mentioned, you either roll the 4 mana 8/8, right? The like the paladin guy, the paladin dragon, or you roll like a 4 mana 2/2 or a 4 mana 3/3. So yeah, the variance is really big there. But I feel like prior in Hearthstone, there's a lot more of just like minions had lesser of abilities, but just were statted better. Maybe I don't know. I just feel like Evolve back when.
Yeah,
different.
sorry. Yeah, usually like you would have like an idea of like 7 drops suck, so I don't want to evolve into a 7 drop. Like they normally like mostly suck, but now it's like it feels like every single mana cost has like it's like way different on the spectrum. Like it's either you get something really bad or really good. There's like no there's no like average. It's just like
Yeah,
it can
yeah.
go either way. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys want to go into the cards that we specifically picked to talk about with the controversial opinions? Oh yeah, should Blizzard unnerf these? That's what we're doing now.
Yes.
Right.
No problem.
What was this thing that you found here, Draco?
This is like a really popular thing on Reddit right now. A whole bunch of people were considering whether or not these cards deserve to be unnerfed. And I thought it was an interesting concept as to how that would impact the meta that we know right now. I think it would make a pretty dramatic difference. Those like shaman cards that got nerfed are like pretty unnerfing them directly targets what demon hunters do. Like you freeze something and you get a rush minion, and then 6 health minions is the worst thing ever for demon hunter too, because even like double twin, you need double twin slice and a hero power with the warglaives to get through a dragon.
That's not hard for them to do. That happens every game. What are you talking about?
It's a specific requirement, and like it's a card check, and if they don't have it, they lose. So
Metamorphosis doesn't kill it as well.
That's true.
Imagine how bad the game state must be if we're wishing for the Galakron Shaman to get back into the game.
Exactly.
I think we have a problem here.
It's pretty crazy, but yeah, those cards would really check Demon Hunter.
For sure.
And I think it might be a little bit too dramatic. Like, what if we had old Galakron Shaman versus old original Demon Hunter? What do you think would win, right? Do you think it would be the
Demon Hunter?
Maybe.
Old Demon Hunter.
Imagine the triple freeze with like.
Yeah, you get freezes. They also used to run like Witch's Brew sometimes too. Yeah, I think I don't. So I mean, Hearthstone's in this spot where they really have to like either nerf a bunch of crap or buff a bunch of crap, right? So I mean, this would be one of the steps to buffing cards, yes, but like that might be too good. Like you're saying, it's good against Demon Hunter, which is true. And like just the freeze aspect itself is very good against Demon Hunter. It's very good against Warrior. They're always swinging with their weapons. Dragon's Pact was just too good. I really don't want everything to be for every class to have just broken stuff. That's not my idea of a fun game, but that's just me.
It would be a great idea to actually test this idea out in a Tavern Brawlseum. What happened to those, by the way? We haven't had one in like the last time they did a.
You're right. I love those things.
They turned it on and they disabled it before even 24 hours passed. What happened there?
Those things make you feel so good about
for sure
your ability in Hearthstone, because suddenly you get matched up against people that aren't the same skill as you. So if you're a person who plays Hearthstone all day long, every day, and you're only versing people like that usually, but then when you get the Brawlseum, you're just queuing up against someone who has the same amount of wins as you. And that just feels amazing sometimes, because you sometimes forget that like, playing perfectly is not the way that everyone does or something, like a lot of people make mistakes all the time when they're playing instead of just like once every 4 games. So
it was also an amazing way of gathering a ton of resources. They pretty much stopped doing that. They usually did it like a couple of days after a new expansion drops, but after the Dragons expansion dropped, they did that. The Tavern Brawl that didn't really finish, and nothing after that. No apology, no nothing.
I'm kind of glad they didn't do a Brawlseum in the first stage of Broken Demon Hunter, because it would have been like a who gets the most skulls. Like it would have been like who drew Skull of Gul'dan first. Like
maybe that's why they didn't do it, because they knew it was going to be broken. Maybe they knew it the whole time.
I was actually mad that they were doing Brawlseums so early in the new meta. Like, give people some time to really see what works. Don't force them into crafting cards they're not gonna want to use in a couple of days.
Well,
also,
I mean,
everyone spent their gold on packs. Oh, here's a Brawlseum. Do you have 150 gold? No. Oh, sorry, dude.
I mean, that's the bait.
Yeah, super big bait.
Yeah, they did that. Didn't they do the thing where they released like something? They made you spend like all your gold, like they released a ton of new packs, and then like the first time they ever introduced it, I think like everybody spent all their gold for something new, and then like a week later, then they dropped Brawlseum, and it's like 1,000.
It wasn't even a week. It's like 3 days. Like insane.
I honestly like that it's so it's right near the expansion, because I like making decks, and I like everybody trying out new things at the beginning. Like if you wait longer, then everyone's going to be playing the same net deck, right? So
But the thing is, the Brawlseum usually has some funky added rule to it, like the one with the Shark Rogue. Remember, like everything was costed 1 mana and was statted 1/1 or something like that. Can't really remember what it was, but
that wasn't a Brawlseum.
Yeah, there was that Shark Rogue. Remember?
I don't remember that, honestly.
I farmed the shit out of that thing. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Chris remembers.
Yeah, Pepper Rich Farm remembers.
No,
I can't. Do you want to go to the next section? Because I feel like the next section is gonna really make chat get like really mad, and I'm kind of excited for that.
We
like,
totally ignored Nourish, but sure.
Oh, Nourish.
I would like
Go
to.
ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we need
Rob.
to.
Fuck. Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry.
all right. So guys,
Sorry.
we're gonna talk about Nourish now. So Nourish used to cost 5 mana, and now it costs 6 mana, which is significantly more mana. And Druid, if we go back to this chart, is not doing too hot down here at the bottom. So maybe Druid could use some Nourish love. But I also think a card that needs to be, but not looking at Nourish, is the Keeper of Lore or whatever his name is, Keeper of Grove. Those guys. The 7 mana draw 1 or heal for 5. He got nerfed, right? A long time ago. 7 mana 5/5. You either heal 5 or draw 1.
Yeah.
He used to be draw 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe looking at him, and then the other one, the 4 mana 2/4, deal 2 damage or silence, used to be 3 mana. So that wouldn't even be broken in today's day at all. That just sounds kind of fair.
Yeah.
So I would honestly look at other Druid cards, maybe not Nourish, because again, moving Nourish down to 5, then it becomes an auto include like it was, and I don't like auto include cards.
It's a big card, yeah.
Yeah. But like Keeper of the Grove and Keeper of Lore would just make like my heal Druid better, which isn't even like a tiered dex. So
Heal Druid is such a dream. It'd be so great if that deck worked.
All right,
I've
check
always
this out.
wanted that.
My heal. Where's my win rate at? Let's check this shit out, boys. This is good stuff. I'm sure we have a positive win rate with this deck. Quest Heal Druid. Check this shit out. We got 36% win rate.
Wow.
5 and 9. I'm gonna fix that up for you guys next week. That will at least be 50%.
How the hell did you not queue up against Demon Hunters though?
I got some Demon Hunters
Check
in
out
here.
that chart is balanced as hell. Seems like you were queuing into Rogue more often.
I mean, that's 21% Demon Hunter
What?
and 29% Rogue.
Yeah.
That's a weird
both.
meta right there.
Rogue is my worst matchup, so of course that will be the largest pie because of Blackjack Stunner. So I play my homeboy Lucent Bark, and then they Blackjack Stunner my Lucent Bark, and I start crying. But anyway, back to the point.
Ooh.
This deck is insane.
This deck is absolutely insane. No, I'm bringing it next week. 50%. I'm calling it now. I'm gonna work so hard.
I believe you, man. I do.
I'm gonna get it.
Well, you know, so we're talking about all these changes that we think they might make or whatever, but maybe they just don't make any changes, and then they bring back Hall of Fame cards like they did the other time when stuff was like when the meta was like pretty boring and stale. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bring back Evolve.
Yep.
No.
Not Evolve, but
Not Evolve.
something new. I mean, maybe they'll bring back like some Quest Druid cards like Lodi or whatever.
The old Togwoggle, that would be really weird. Like the one
Ooh,
that
that was
swaps
one of
your
my-
deck.
Yeah. That was one of my
That'd be
favorite
crazy.
decks.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's gonna have to be a lot of changes, whether it be nerfs or buffs or something. I don't know.
we had mentioned the new format, so I mean that's closer than what we think. So
Like the new game mode.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that might
Now you're
actually
talking
be.
new format.
Well, it's the new game mode, new format. It's the same thing. Who
Yeah.
knows? Who really knows? All right, next card. Warglaives.
Yeah. So this is what. So if you guys can imagine who proposed this card, they are all the way on the left of the screen. But I thought it was a good card to talk about as a potential problem card. I think this is like the coolest card in Demon Hunter. Honestly, it's like the card that makes me want to play it. My
I mean, I'm
favorite
sure
card.
you enjoy it. I'm sure you do. This card is comparable to some other cards. It's got the same stats as Assassin's Blade, right? But Assassin's Blade you can only attack once, and yeah, okay. And then it's got the same stats as it's a similar kind of thing to Fool's Bane, which is the same cost, same stats. You can attack as many times as you want, but you cannot attack face. So yeah, this card is very, very strong, especially because you can buff your attack power very easily with your hero power or Twin Slice to buff it twice, and then you can get through basically everything. And who cares about damage on your face, because you're the more aggressive class anyway. There's no way that you're getting out faced. So this card gets through taunts super easily and still does damage to your face. And it's there's never a bad time to play it. It's not even like you could just use all the charges before they even get to ooze it or Harrison it. So I mean, card's a little insane. Some would say busted. I might say busted. I do say busted. And yeah.
I think if they touch it, it should be that it has to kill something to give you the ability to attack again. Whenever
Okay.
you just
Not
like
bad
chop
idea.
through a taunt, like to get your lethal, that feels disgusting. Like where like you're playing against
Yeah.
like a priest and they put out like one of those
6.
yeah, the 2/6
Annihilator.
the annihilators, and then you're just like, oh well, guess what? I can hit it as many times as I
Yeah.
want to get to your face. Like that just feels like ridiculous. But
A legendary weapon is what it feels like.
I think that
Like-
would be totally cool. Yeah, if it was a
Yeah.
legendary, that would make a lot of sense because I mean, it is the Warglaives of Azeroth. They're like the most
Yeah.
important card for this class.
Blizzard would
Definitely.
never make anything into a legendary that's not a legendary already, because
Right.
you would get so much dust, and that's no. That's,
I don't think that's going to
Blizzard-
happen, but
Blizzard
in hindsight,
will never print a 10th class. Does that sound familiar?
ooh,
I knew they were gonna make a new class. They had to. They absolutely had to. It's just a matter of when. Absolutely was
Yeah.
gonna do a new class. If there's
Why-
they modified.
sorry. No, you go ahead.
Are
You
you
go ahead.
are you ranting about Demon Hunter again? Are you going, why Demon Hunter, dude? It's not even that bad.
Why does it have to include Hunter? Why'd they have to make a new Hunter? Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Hunter
You're just
2.0.
mad because you play mage and you just get shitted on before you get to play your box of random shit.
I'm not Even if I play Priest, I still get rocked by Demon Hunter.
Priest, don't play Priest then. What do you play? You can't become the enemy. We can't be playing Priest here.
I can't win. Never
No,
mind.
you can't. You need to play a class that is not mage and priest. We can do this.
hey, we're allowed to have control enthusiasts out there, Rob. And it's all right that
Look at this.
D-Money is one of those people.
D-Money, look at these wonderful classes available to you in the game of Hearthstone. We have Shaman, we have Paladin, we have Druid, we have Warlock. Think of the potential with these classes, D-Money. You're just leaving them out there, and what are you playing? Mage and Priest. Like, come
You
on, man.
realize Priest is right down there with the
Let's
other
not worry about where Priest is. It's where Priest can go and where Priest is going. Let's focus on that.
It's
You're right.
conceptual.
I'm just giving you a hard time, D-Money.
Chris, do you think there's a
You can play
problem with
mage.
This card.
Definitely feels awful when you get your taunt chopped up like that. Like You worked so hard, you were so happy you got a taunt up, and then that thing drops and you're like, well, shit.
Taunt is not even a keyword anymore, Chris. When you play
Yeah,
Hunter, yeah, it's not.
exactly. After Kane drops, you're like, okay, my taunt survives. Oh wait, he has 2 of those, right?
At times, I wonder why I'm even running taunts in my deck because it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
It's a noob trap. It's a bait.
Is it raining salt today?
It's raining salt.
It is raining salt today, boys.
I finally have somebody on the podcast that agrees with me about.
You
Demon
are
Hunter.
resonating with Chris.
I have to take
High
advantage.
five.
Wherever
You are fusion hoeing over here for your hate for Demon Hunter. You two are like doing a little dance together. Oh shit.
Yeah, I just want you to know, I think about people like you every time that I chomp through all of their minions and then hit them in the face. So it is like the best feeling card in the deck, you know? And it's amazing to just be like, oh, I don't care about damage. I'm just gonna eat it all and then hit you again. That is the best feeling about Demon Hunter is I don't care. I hit you in the face anyway. And this card just embodies exactly what the class does the best. I love it.
Yeah, Draco. I don't mind it. I really don't mind Demon Hunter at all.
Demon Hunter, I remind myself of that Uganda reporter interviewer. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
No,
I don't.
what are you talking about? No.
Legit?
It sounds a little familiar. Can if anybody in chat doesn't know, if you could.
I mean, I guess I'm just gonna link the meme.
All right.
Like,
Last Demon Hunter card.
Yeah. Okay. Glaive Bound Adept.
It's just a damage card. I honestly didn't want to put this one up because I figured it was kind of boring, right? Because it's just, a card that, you enable and then you hit them in the face
Broken
with it.
card. Why would we talk about
there's
it?
the link for you. Every time.
Oh, your link got shot, by the way. Try it again.
What?
You're being unshot right now.
No, I'm still shot. 30 seconds shot. God damn you, Automod.
Why is Glaive Bound Adept a problem, Dan?
So yeah, we've seen this card. This card got nerfed. I think it's hard to tell. But
barely nerfed. It did though.
There
yes.
you go.
yeah. So I mean, it's no problem to attack with your hero. It's like you don't even have to spend money on it half the time, or mana on it half the time. I mean, you could just use Twin Slice, sure. So I mean, you could even play this guy on turn 4. You could coin it out with a Twin Slice. Play it. The body is just too big. It's a 6/4. It's already got like such a great effect. Like 4 damage is so much damage.
Dies to Vendetta for free.
On the scale of 1 to 10,
Okay.
how would you rate the nerf this guy got? Who ever complained about the attack on this card? Like,
I think that's what makes it
Legit.
punish so much
Yeah,
more. You have to remove it because it'll kill you.
I'm complaining about the attack. I don't care about I mean, the effect is very strong, yes, but like the fact that you have to remove this, or else it's gonna smack you for 6 damage. That's just way too much. Like with it already having such a good effect, there has to be some downside to it, right? It just can't be like a broken card. Like I don't understand.
compared actually to the freaking Rottnest Drake, same issue there. Like,
Rottnest Drake is
definitely
very good.
you can definitely compare those two to they're very close to power level.
I think Rottnest
Yeah.
Drake is fair though.
They do
And
very
fair.
It's more
Demon
fair
Hunter
right
player.
now. It's more fair
right now, true, but last season,
Yeah.
damn.
March.
It's
March
definitely more fair right now because there's so many people. There's so many minions on the board at all times, right? So it's not as good, but the fact that there's like no neutral healing in the game, there's such a lack of healing in general. This card is just way too aggressive. You have to use. What was that?
Get back Ziliax, please.
Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, I hope they bring that back as one of the Hall of Fame cards that they're gonna bring. But
Wait, they are?
no, I'm just speculating.
I think people would still play Glaive Bound if they hit the attack one more. Like, I think it would still be worth the cut as a 5-mana 5/4 just for the effect of being able to go face with that extra
I mean,
damage.
that's the thing with Demon Hunter. That's my biggest concern with Demon Hunter. They just keep on smacking you in the face regardless of what you have. Like taunts, no problem. Warglaive and Kane. bigger taunts here, get Metamorphosis and Glaive. Still, they just don't care. They keep on dishing the damage, and we don't have access to heal. That's the problem.
Chris, this is a great segue into this conspiracy theory I wanted to talk about.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Nah, this is a big thing. I think it's pretty legit. So I talked to this other streamer, Venga Dragon, and he was telling me about this conspiracy theory that I have conspiracy theories about Hearthstone already, but this
Natural disasters.
yeah, I mean Demon Hunter. But so this is a so the whole theory is so there's a lot of players playing Battlegrounds that don't play standard, or they don't play like the actual game. But they play Battlegrounds, and they released this new class, Demon Hunter. So in Battlegrounds you swing at your opponent's face all the time whenever you deal damage. So you're seeing that a lot. You're loving it. You're loving hitting them in the face. You know, you get now it's green, the attack on your hero. So then they make a new class that is all about swinging to the face with your hero. It costs 1 mana. You can do it on turn 1. It's also basically free to play. You have all the cards already. It's very easy to get all the cards to win games. People get to Legend with free to play, like whatever deck that they give you. You have what you need, right? So then the whole thing is like, shit. Where am I going with this? Yeah. So
You're going somewhere.
The problem with new players, typically, if you ever watch like a rank 50 person play, they usually play like arcane missiles on turn 1 or like frostbolt on turn 2 to their opponent's face when it doesn't make any sense, and you're like, wow, this guy's horrible. He has no idea what he's doing. But if you play, what is happening on the screen right now? But
this is Chris's meme.
Reporter I'm always remembering when I face a Demon Hunter. That is the question I keep having.
What does he say?
This is the face D-Money makes when he cues into Demon Hunter.
I just stop everything I'm doing, and then I just like am like frozen. What does it say? Why are you okay?
Okay.
I feel like that image has a sound like an.
It does. It does.
Like,
it almost has a spell.
Hold on. I'm about to finish this conspiracy theory. So
sorry.
All right, keep going down the hole. We're ready.
Let's go.
Thank you. So so the Demon Hunters, right? They're always smacking face. The plays that these new players make, where they play arcane missiles on turn 1 or they frostbolt your face on turn 2, which are horrible plays typically. Now you're not getting punished as a new player. Like, you don't even know what you're doing, but you're still winning games because you're just smacking the opponent's face. All their cards deal damage to the face. If I play Gladebound Adept, I smack their face. I play it on their face. There's no punish. I play Metamorphosis. I just kill my opponent. Like, it's so easy and it's so rewarding for these new players that like only play Battlegrounds or never played Hearthstone before. It's just it gets them to play the game more, and then they buy packs, and then yeah.
I think there's validity to it. I think there's definitely validity to what D-Money is saying. New people like to kill their opponents, and if the more brutal, the more the user experience enjoys it, even if it is done to them as well. So I think that definitely is an interesting concept that makes a little bit of sense. The other thing that I think, like, while we're just calling Demon Hunter players stupid, that also increases the enjoyment of the new class, is that it is not easy to maximize the output of the Demon Hunter. It requires a lot of intelligent risk taking, hand management, and a lot of other micromanagement. So even as the new players do like killing people, they realize that they can also improve their abilities, which make a dramatic result. Because if they get better at playing it and learning not to take damage when not necessary and improve their abilities, they'll win a noticeable amount more.
So it's basically training wheels for new players. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it basically kind of shows like this, like the sky's the limit. Like with that, it's like the same way with Rogue. Like if you play Rogue super good, you can beat everyone. Just like Demon Hunter has that. inside of it as well.
It's the same thing with all decks. I mean, even like Face Hunter, like back in the day. Yes, it's like it seems like it's a brain dead deck to play, but any deck is going to require skill of some sorts. Like just overall mechanics of the game is just very important with whatever deck you're playing.
Right.
The thing is, compared to everything else, some of the cards seem obviously broken. And losing to classes like that, it just feels dumb. It feels like you didn't really have anything to do. It's not fun and not interactive. Charge, hello? Weren't we supposed to remove that? Like,
I'm with you, Chris. I'm with you.
weren't we supposed to stop making stuff that is not counterable?
I think that's a valid
unplayable?
complaint too. That seems kind of like seems kind of sideways with design concepts that they would create like an avoid taunt card and with charge, two things that you'd never thought would exist. So
if you're a new player, you don't even know what taunts are. You don't even care.
You don't even have to learn about them.
Yeah, you just play Kane and you just smack their face.
I also
Yeah.
noticed
Why can't I hit their face?
Corcoran Elite. The Corcoran Elite
Yes.
point you did on the last Metabreaker, that's a very good aspect as well, because Egg Warrior is super good right now, but the added fact that every turn after basically turn 8, you have to think about, wow, am I gonna die just because he has the combo for some reason? Like, I haven't seen a Mercenary get played, I haven't seen any Inner Rages getting played. Wow, I must be dying now, aren't I? It's a
Yes.
very, very interesting concept, like getting that amount of damage in a single turn without your opponent really being able to do anything. At least he gets the ability to play a freaking taunt. That's
Yes.
something.
yeah, I saw Warrior
But,
do 15 what is it? 12 damage from hand with the Garrosh Inner Rage today, and like just like wipe someone out with the live wire equipped with 3 damage. So they did like a total of 15 damage.
I mean, those are rookie numbers. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is kind of rookie numbers, but it was still like that's what they're doing now. So
I mean, at least
you
Romar's
can
a
do as
legendary.
much as what's that, 16 on turn 7, potentially on turn 6 with the coin, like a couple of Inner Rages. Charge and Mercenary and coin, but yeah, that's kind of theoretical. But the fact that
It happens.
something like that exists is pretty disgusting.
Yep, just like Leroy, Shadow Step.
Yeah, good thing they removed that. Wait, there's still that in the game? Well, why did you remove Leroy then? What was the whole point of that?
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll see them touching Corcoran. That would be cool.
Class
Hall of Fame.
identity. Yeah.
Because it seems like Warrior could do basically everything, right? They could be aggressive as hell. They could gain a ton of armor and stabilize through aggression. They can draw a million cards.
The thing with Warrior right now, it's super awkward when they play a taunt against you. It's not as simple as most people think. I mean, they don't really have much ways of removing a taunt effectively other than Blood Bowl Brutes, of course. But usually it trumps your ability to do the charge combo then. So,
Yeah,
that's why priests are such a good counter to it right now.
I actually did really well with the Ramp Druid against the Warrior. It's like you mentioned, they can't kill the taunts. So you play the side quest, you get like, maybe that 4/8 Dragon out, or you get the 7/7 Dragon out that can't be targeted, and then it pulls that 7/7 from your deck, the Scrapyard Colossus, and 9 out of 10 times they
GG.
concede. Yeah. It's nice. It's good stuff. So Warriors do have a hard time getting past the big taunt guys.
Hey, maybe next week we're gonna be talking about big druids, aren't we?
I mean, I had to build a budget one, and it did really well against the Warriors. It did really well against the Demon Hunters. So
I mean, if it does that, it usually means it's supposed to actually work.
I agree.
But Rogue and
70%
Face Hunter
meta
got
right
it.
now.
Rogue is going to be an issue for that, yeah. And there's just as many
for
rogues
sure,
as
for
Demon
sure.
Hunters.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
It really
All right, well,
feels
we're
like
at-
rock, paper, scissors right now more than
Yep.
not more. There we did have a similar meta not too long ago, but right now it really feels like that, and it's super annoying when you say, okay, I'm facing 3 Demon Hunters in a row. Time for some freaking Egg Warrior, I guess. Nope. Here's your Priest. Okay, I'm switching to Rogue. Nope. Here's Demon Hunter again. So,
I mean, that's
good
another
luck.
conspiracy theory about.
That is a conspiracy theory. I am 100% behind.
Yeah,
Freaking.
you get counter queued whenever you switch decks. Yeah, it's It's a thing. It's a real thing. It affects millions of players every day.
Exactly. It's super annoying.
Oh,
But
we're the
yeah.
Q&A.
Yeah, we're at an hour and 10. So
So far,
Always
it was
over.
Q&A. Now it's just Q&A.
I can talk about Demon Hunter all day, guys.
All right, guys, it's question time. So shoot them in chat. We might have collected a few from before, but
I've
now's the
collected
moment.
0.
Yeah, let's.
The one I
have-
got from before. Do you want it? I'm sorry. Do you got one, Dan?
You go first. Ladies first. It's Mother's Day.
Whoa!
I'm
These
kidding,
shots. Jesus.
No, I'm gonna just let him throw that out there, and ignore that, because that's mature. Someone asked, "How do you feel if they allow us to pick one class to not verse upon queuing up, like tournaments do ban?"
That I've been asking for that for a year.
Chris, don't tell me you want that.
What do you mean? Don't you?
If we could ban out a class when going into ranked, like I don't want to play against fucking Priest today. Yay!
Don't-
Priest.
And
That's
Fucking
not
Control
how.
Warrior back in the day.
That's not
Fucking
how
Demon
card
Hunter
games-
now.
That's not how card games work. Okay.
That's
It
how my
shouldn't
card
come
game
down
works.
to that.
Why not? Like, so many people have quit the game during the Control Warrior period, during the Raza Priest period, Q block. Now the Demon Hunters.
This is not good. If you make a
Why?
deck, if you make a deck that only has one counter or two counters, if you're a Demon Hunter player, the only deck that counters you is Warrior, then like it's smooth sailing. You need to be playing around all the things in the meta. The meta is just so
Don't you think
bad.
that is an idea worth investing into? Like,
No.
can't they give us like a couple of weeks testing period for that thing, like they did with the Hall of Fame cards? Like,
Okay, first of all,
I think
Blizzard
it's
doesn't
worth a
test
shot.
anything.
I mean, they did that. Why don't they do something that actually people kind of want?
Okay, because you have multiple reasons. Like the one that I just said with you, if you make a deck that only has like 2 bad matchups and you're getting rid of one of them, then it might just be too good. It's just too easy to rank up. I mean, the second thing
I think this unlocks huge potential, dude.
it shouldn't come down there has to be something wrong with the meta if people want to just
There is
one class. Yeah, I know. But that's never the answer, because you're also going to have such long queue times depending on what deck you're queuing up with.
That's only if you opt to ban a class. That's up to the player, right?
I freaking don't mind waiting 1 minute if I'm not gonna be facing a 30-minute priest or a 30-minute control warrior. Like, I'm gonna wait the extra minute. I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna go get some water. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Get some
That's
extra
not how
pump.
card games work. You're not supposed to ban you're not supposed to ban a counter matchup. That's like, if you get countered, you get countered, but you can still win the game. It's not like it's over.
I think
So-
Dan's point is kind of like that we can't really understand the domino effect of what it would do to the meta in general, right? Because if you can choose, if D-Money never fights a Demon Hunter, and if I never fight a Warrior, then like, what am I going to be queuing into? And what is everyone else going to be playing? And that's so hard to tell from the concept of like everyone can just choose to not match up against their horrible matchup. It would change the meta entirely. It would make so much of a domino effect. It's hard to even really understand. And I think that's what Chris was saying.
I want to see it happen for a few weeks. Give it a chance.
Yeah, so so why couldn't they do it like in a small event? So you have the option to ban a class if you choose to.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, this domino effect of the meta changing, and let's say like D-Money, your main argument was, hey, okay, for example, you're Demon Hunter, right? And Warrior is your bad matchup, right? So you ban off the Warrior. All of the other classes that have a bad matchup against Demon Hunter are just going to ban the Demon Hunters back at them. You know what I mean? So that really good matchup that they had now isn't that good because they're never going to be playing against it. And then the new players that are playing against the Demon Hunters, they're going to now modify their deck because they're playing against more of these Demon Hunters. So you can like craft your deck now even better against the meta, that you can eliminate one class, and then the new people you're queuing are also eliminating a class. I mean, I just think it would be awesome. Like, there'd be so much dynamic going on, and it would shift in a way that I think that players would adjust to over time, that it would be more deck building, like strateginess to it, because you can actually put tech cards in your deck knowing that there's a higher probability of that tech card coming into fruition because you're not versing all of these bad matchups where you're also trying to play cards that, don't really work out, but you have to play them because of this one bad matchup. Like Archivist, for example, was one of those cards where it's like you had to have it against the Control Warrior or you just lose. And now you just don't even have to have that anymore. Granted, it's a terrible example, but an example still to be used. I don't know. I think a small 2-week window or like a month window of just seeing how it would play out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? But I think it's a cool idea. I've been saying that for, like Chris mentioned, a long time now, where banning out a class, just like they do in tournaments, like if they do in tournaments and the tournament meta feels fairly healthy and it feels skillful, and which deck to ban, which deck you have opens up a whole new possibilities of like queuing the right deck at the right time with the right ban lineup feels good if it works out. I don't know. I feel like that'd be really good.
I understand the counter argument. I do. It's just shouldn't be what happens in a card game. It should never come down to that. Like
I feel like
the
you're
meta
stopping the thought process down to you're gonna counter the only meta deck that counters you, but new meta decks will emerge because of that. Like when you play Demon Hunter, you're gonna ban Warrior, but now you're gonna see a lot more big druids that actually banned Rogue, for instance. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be a very interesting shift.
I mean, if you want this thing, then you should just play tournaments, right? I mean, that's like the whole thing, right?
I don't definitely feels like an idea worth
I think it'd be
trying
worth
out.
exploring. I
The
think
Hall
like
of Fame was horrible. They gave it more time than they should have, like 6 weeks or something. I don't know. It was super awkward in that meta. Why don't they give actually something worth trying?
I think they should actually fix the game before they try to like create like.
What if this is the fix you're looking for?
This is like a workaround.
it's true. It could be.
This
could
is like instead
this
of
the-
actually making the game balanced, they just want to do something else to prevent them from changing cards. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. I've never
think of all the cool decks that might be able to exist in that format that could never exist.
Heal Druid, Totem Shaman. Think of the possibilities. Paladin could be a class again. Just think about that. Just think about it.
Yeah, just let people play against 9 classes again. We missed that already.
Okay, I agree with the 9 classes thing, but
we got to get some more questions, guys.
Yeah. I'm still not in favor. It's just card games. I just want to say, I'll just reiterate again. Just card games in general. We've never seen a card game implement that, and I think it's for a good reason. That's all I'm saying.
That sounds like a
someone pick
boomer
a question.
mindset.
Need to get the last word in. Yeah.
I haven't never done that. Nobody's ever done that, so we're not doing that.
I sound like a boomer. I'm sorry.
This is
the way I've always done it, and I'm not changing.
What do you guys think about the idea of changing all instances of charge to rush?
I mean, it's
That's
not
fun.
as simple as that. It's not gonna be just change to rush, because all the charge cards are suddenly gonna be pretty much unplayable. Like,
Yeah,
why would you? The
entire
rush
archetypes.
cards typically have something added to them, a little more stats, some condition that gives you a bonus, a death rattle or something like that. But if it's just 4 mana, 4 free rush, that's it. No tribe, no nothing. I don't know. Is that even enough? Like,
you'd be nerfing
we
Murloc
have a 4
Paladins.
mana Restless Mummy with Reborn, another Restless Mummy, compared to Corcoran Elite. But I guess it can really compare down to some of the classic cards we're seeing, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think it would just wreck entire archetypes. Like that zoo archetype where you have like, the boars and stuff, that would wreck the new face hunter. That wouldn't be as good. Yeah, I think that's
Wait, is
hard
that
to
a bad thing?
Sure. I want to do like a couple more questions, if anything.
Yeah, guys, give us some good ones.
Does my meme count?
Yes.
I mean, we can wrap it up here if you guys want.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, we're at an hour and 20. So
Well, Mordred did
Pretty
ask what needs for Shaman. He asked that earlier. I remember that. What do you think Shaman needs to come back in the meta?
Puzzle box.
Shaman box.
Yeah.
Doomhammers are inside.
What does Shaman need?
I think Overload ruins a lot of their potential right now, and we're looking at like the value cards. Like even something like Lightning Storm is a pretty bad removal if you think about the concept that you're losing 2 mana crystals on the following turn. It's not really.
That's a good point.
Too much.
When trying to include cards like that, I am thinking about like if I clear the board, but then next turn they're just gonna build it up again, and then I don't have anything. I don't have enough mana. So I mean, they used to have cards that interacted with Overload, like that would get rid of the Overload, like whatever that 2 mana spell was, and I think there was a minion as well. So I mean, maybe they can introduce
not
something
lava
like that.
burst. Some lava, wasn't it lava? Something?
Yes, lava shock. I think. I don't know.
Shock.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I really didn't play the game back then, so.
Yeah, I
You
think
guys
losing
know it.
Spirit of the Frog made a big deal for them too, because that
Mhm.
ruined their aggro engine.
Yeah.
It feels like Shaman is either broken or unplayable. There's really no.
Hold on.
in-between
How'd
this
you just
year.
say? How'd you just say shaman?
Shaman.
Okay.
I mean, when it's broken, I call it She-Man, but I didn't say that. If that's what you're implying.
No, some people say shaman. Some people say shaman. And you said shaman. I was really hoping you weren't
No.
one of those.
No, I'm not one of those. If I did say it like that, it was a
Oh
fluke.
man, we gotta go back and watch the YouTube videos to determine the truth.
I don't know.
heard
He
that
triggered
you can't
something
do
in me as soon as I
redemption,
heard it. As soon as I heard it, I was like, "Excuse me, sir."
Excuse me.
You ever hear
Um,
somebody pronounce Reese's Pieces?
Oh
Never.
God, stop. Okay, we're
I used
moving
to
to
work at Dunkin'
totems.
Donuts with the Baskin Robbins, and that would always happen. More than
you
you
just
think,
cock
yeah.
an eyebrow. I was thinking shamans need more like, I don't know. I played a shaman in WoW, and so I don't know. I feel like they don't do enough about the whole like earth elemental. Like there's not like enough elemental stuff with totems. Like for every time you've overloaded, summon a good totem or some shit. I don't know. I just feel like they need more of the like what shaman makes shaman in WoW. You know what I mean? They don't have anything that's like class identifying right now. Like what do? They do totem thingies sometimes really bad. Like that's it. Like that's the extent of the class identification. Besides that, they have some shitty healing. They've got some fucking evolve garbage. Like
Yeah, they're a
Wow,
little all over
like-
the place. It's
Sort
kind of
of
the same
missing,
thing
dude.
with like Paladin, right? Because they have like Librams going on. They have like
Murlocs.
going on.
They got
Murloc.
buffs. They got the quest. It's like what are you doing, man? So yeah.
A lot of people actually thought Libram Paladin was gonna be big in this meta. No such.
It is good. It is great.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah. All right, pulling up the stats. We're getting the stats up. We're going to the stats. Check this shit out. D-Money, don't cock it. Yeah, my stats. Don't cock an eyebrow at me. Check this out.
I'm sure
Libram
Rob
Paladin.
doesn't have a biased pool of testing this. You know,
Oh, for
30
sure.
games, 64% win rate. I was 69%, but then I started losing. Look at that. 64%, 30 games.
wow, it's good. The stats line up.
Yeah, the deck's okay. It's not good enough by any means.
This is a
but-
powerhouse.
I literally have never faced a paladin on either of these seasons. Not this, not last. Maybe 1 or 2 more locks. That's about it.
And these stats are
that was-
fresh. Look at that. 1 day ago. Look at this. 1
Wow.
day. Fresh. Right out of the oven. Shaking and baking.
Ooh.
All right. Let's wrap it up.
Still.
No, not still. This is 64%. That's a good
All right,
push,
yeah,
my
I
dude.
can't argue.
This is good.
Can't argue with stats. Who are you, Jay Alexander? All right.
I guess you're gonna play some Libram Paladin now, aren't you?
Clearly.
No, D Money would never play one of my decks. He would never do it.
All right.
All right.
Well, that about wraps everything up. Thank you guys all for being here for episode 8. Thank you so much, KrisOFive, for being here. Check out Chris's YouTube. He has a ton of awesome things.
For having me. It was really a pleasure. Had a great time with you guys.
Yes,
It was awesome having you, man.
What?
Mhm.
It was nice having you. Even like not just because you have the same opinions as me with Demon Hunter, but it was just overall good conversations and everything. Maybe we'll have to have you back in the future. You know, we got a lot of guests that we're trying to get on here, but yeah, you're definitely. It's great to have you here. Thank you. Have a great Mother's Day. Actually, it's not even Mother's Day where you are, right? It's It was Mother's Day like 2 months ago, apparently.
Yeah,
So,
apparently.
But yeah, have a good day, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good stream.
All the
Are you
best to
streaming
too,
today?
guys. Nah, I'm gonna chill.
All right.
All right. Have a good one, dudes.
I'm out of here too. Yeah, I guess we're
See you,
just.
Warshack. Have a good stream, man.
I'll be streaming. I'm gonna eat something. I'm gonna stream as well. Today's Song Request Sunday on my channel, whatever. I'm gonna try to make something new today. All right. No Hands Gamers stealing all the creativity. So I need to. I'm No Hairs Gamer. So I need to. I need to get in there with something new.
Agreed.
I'm gonna try that out today.
All right. Peace, guys.
Later.
Thanks again, Chris, and I will talk to you guys later. All right. Have a good one.